Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today we are going to kind of go through what I'm taking to the Atlanta Pen Show. It is coming up. This video will go up the day that the pen show starts. I think that's when, I don't know. I have some videos scheduled to go up, but I think that's when this one will probably go up. But it's just kind of what I'm taking, what I'm having done, and what I'm looking for. So we'll start off with kind of how I plan out what I'm doing for pen shows. So this is my daily, everyday carry. It goes with me everywhere. This is the plotter in the Shiranami leather. Bible size. This, I just adore this leather so much. I actually have it in a wallet. Mini 6, I think, as well, because I just love this leather so much. It's so soft and smooth and looks amazing over time. But anyway, so this is my everyday carry, and I use this mainly to start my plan just because this is what I carry with me every day to work. So if I think of something I need to add, I can just jot it down whenever I think of it. So I don't have things, all over the place. But I generally just kind of start with a rough layout of what I'm having done, what I want to have done, because that's generally the only time that I get to see a nibmeister. So first off, I want to have a nib reduction on my Cthulhu. I really love that pen. It is probably one of my favorite pens at the moment, but I did buy this with a broad nib because I wanted to try it, and I just don't really like how it writes. So I'm hoping to get this, just a reduction done on it, make it kind of more like a medium fine, I think, for my planner. And I have kind of dubbed that pen like my 5-year journal planner. So what I've been doing is just putting a new ink in it every month and just continuing to use that pen. But since it was writing a little broader than I would like, I have now put that task on my Wicked Witch, which is the same pen, only in a different colorway. It has a medium nib. I do like it better, but I'm also going to have that one tuned and smoothed. I have 2 other Sailors, Pro Gears. These are the 1911s that we're talking about, but I have 2 Pro Gears that I'm going to leave as is. I do like the feedback on them, but there's something about the black coating, I guess, on the 1911s that I have. It kind of makes it, I don't know, it has a noise that's not quite a squeak, but not just the feedback, and I don't like the way that it sounds when I'm writing with it. So I'm going to have both of those tuned and smoothed by Kirk when I'm there. So the Cthulhu, nib reduction, and tuned and smooth. The Wicked Witch I'm going to have tuned and smoothed. I kind of back and forth on getting a needlepoint grind from Kirk or maybe the spear point. The spear point has a reverse, which is generally, I guess, whatever you buy the nib size as, and then it's a needlepoint on the front side, or it can be needlepoint or extra fine. So I've been kind of back and forth. I don't know if I want to get a grind from him or not, other than the nib reduction on the Cthulhu. I'm just not sure. I'm like, the nib grinds I currently have are the ones that I would probably only want, and I really don't see a point to have multiples of that same grind unless I were getting them on a different nib. But mainly my grinds, I want to get them on Yobos so I can just put them in pretty much any pen that I own. So Okay, with that being said, I did just think of something I needed to add to Kirk's. I had a matcha Twisby I ordered from him earlier this year that has a scythe grind on it, and it's a little too scratchy for like my grip, so I'm gonna have him just kind of look at that. So we'll see about that one, because I'm just gonna have him look at it and see if there's anything he can do. It's just, it doesn't ride as nice as my other scythe, the one that I had ground at the last pin show, and he was able to smooth that and tune it to my liking while I was sitting there. So I'm hoping he'll look at this one and just kind of give me a little bit of either tips or just smooth it out a little bit. I don't think it'll be a problem. Next up, I am going to see JJ Lax. He is actually also doing a class there that I will be participating in, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But the only grind I want to get from him is his Big Bottom Girl. It looks like it's a fun grind. I think it's an italic on the front side, and then it has a reverse grind too. I think it was like a fine or something on the reverse. I can't remember, but yeah, or maybe it's whatever nib you want it to be on the reverse side. I don't know. But it's a cursive, or not a cursive italic. It's just an italic on the regular side. So I want to get that grind, and I'm going to get that on Kirk's show nib that I will also be picking up from Kirk. I will probably do that Friday as soon as I get there, as soon as the show opens, because I don't want to risk getting or being left with whatever's left. I want to get the nib size that I need for the BBG grind. I want to get the right nib. So sometimes he sells out of the show nibs pretty quick. So it has a Coke bottle on the front because the Coke Museum is there in Atlanta, and I think that's such a great nib design. So I'm excited to get that one. I got his show nib last year, and it's really pretty as well. I didn't get a grind on it, but instead of buying two nibs or taking one of my other nibs, I'm just going to get JJ to grind the show nib for me, and that way I know what grind is on that pen. So as for shopping that I want to do while I'm in Atlanta, I spoke with someone regarding an Aurora 88 black and rose gold, and I'm very interested in that pen. It's very hard to come by, or at least it seems like it. I've only seen a couple available. This is the 88, not the Ypsilon, I think is the other one. The Ypsilon, I believe, has a steel nib. I want the 88 that has the gold nib. So I have talked with someone. They're supposed to be bringing this pen with them in hopes that I can look at it and see if I want to buy it. It is a pricier pen, so I'd rather see it in person before I shell out the money for it. But I was planning on purchasing it earlier in the year, but then I thought, well, if they're going to the pen show, so just asked them if they were bringing it with them, and they said yes. So, or I will be looking at that pen to purchase it, and then I'll also be at the show for 2 more days. So if there are issues with the nib, I will be able to have it tuned, smoothed, have anything work done on it that I may need done. It is a medium nib, and I kind of want more of a fine. So depending on how it writes, it may be in with a reduction like the Cthulhu. So I'll just test it out and see. But that is kind of my main purchase going in. There's not a lot of pens that I'm looking for, but I do have a few listed. If I don't get the Aurora 88, I am considering getting a Pilot Custom 823. I don't really need it, but I would like to have the medium nib so I could swap my 743 for the 823 nib. I don't know. Just, it would be nice to have one of each so I could swap them in and out if I wanted to. So that's kind of maybe my other large purchase that I might be looking at. I'm not really going in to spend a whole lot on pens because I have plenty of pens. I'm looking for new writing experiences, so I don't need a lot of the same. So I probably, unfortunately, won't be looking at maker pens unless something just really jumps out at me. I obviously love meeting new pen makers. I have not purchased from Heinz yet. That would be somebody I might look at, just because his are different. The nibs are colored and things like that. So that may be something that I look into. But I'm not going looking for a specific Yovo. Aside from the Leonardo Memento Zero Foresta Umbra, I think is how you say it. And this was a gold spot. This was a gold spot exclusive a few years ago, I believe, or last year. And it's a beautiful, but I would want to see it in person. I have seen one. I think I saw a video of one. I'm not sure. It might have been Lao that had it. I can't remember which one it was, but it is gorgeous. But then I've seen some other ones that aren't as nice. So if I came across that one in person, I definitely would like to see it. The Esterbrook Cherry Blossom, it's not Cherry Blossom. What's it called? Flower. The Bungo Box that they did. But they are re-releasing that, and I looked yesterday, and Kirk actually has one, but it's $500. That pen was $195 when it first came out, so I'm not paying $500 for a steel nib. And they're re-releasing it, so it's supposed to be spring sometime. Maybe looking at if there were any prototypes. Just, I do like the Esterbrook SD. The size of the pen is so nice, but again, I just don't need that expensive of a pen for something to hold a specific nib. I have plenty of beautiful pens, so I really want to be more mindful of my purchases. With that being said, I am possibly looking for a 20, no, 20, is it 21? No, it's 18 karat gold Yovo nib. I think that would be really fun to add to my collection. That way I could put that on Yovo, whatever I bought. But I would like to try one. I think I have a couple of times with Leonardo. They make gold nibs. But yeah, I'd like to have just a swappable Yovo nib in gold. So that may also be something that I look at Kirk's table if he has them with him. I know he carries them on his site, but that may be something that I look into. And then lastly, the new Kaweco Lunar Green that they just launched. That one I'd like to see it in person. I don't need any more Kawecos. I think I have 8 or 9 or more. I don't know. But I would love to buy another AL version, but I think this one is just the resin, plastic, whatever they're made out of. And I have a bunch of those already, but the colorway is really pretty. So I may look at it if somebody has it there in person. I'd like to see it. They have a light green as well that's kind of like the iridescent, but it's got a green tint. So those are kind of the things I'm looking for, the things that I am going to be looking to possibly purchase or to at least see in person. Next up, I have a class with JJ Lax. It is a tuning and smoothing class. The cost was $80, which I thought, I mean, that's kind of a little pricey, but knowledge to me, you're paying for the knowledge. So I was okay to pay that. It really isn't that much considering what you're going to learn. So to how to tune and smooth your pens yourself, which I pay $30 to $60 depending on who the nib grinder is, to fix some pens. So just general basic, which I kind of already know how to do, but I want to make sure that I'm doing it right and, ask questions, get tips. So I am so excited to be taking this class. It does include a loop, I think micro mesh, some pins, I guess just some cheapo pins that are maybe messed up or that he may have messed up on purpose for us to learn how to fix them. So I'm excited about that. That is Sunday morning, super early, and I can't wait to take part in that class. So I think that's pretty much it, what I'm looking for, what I'm planning on doing, but also what I'm taking with me. I usually take my currently inked. I usually will also ink up my Monarch if it's not inked, and any unique pens that I may have that people might be interested in. I always take things to drop on the swap table. They usually have a swap table where people lay stuff they don't want anymore. So you lay something down, you pick something up, or, you can destash stuff there if you don't want to sell it. You just want to get rid of some stuff, which is kind of what I'm doing. I have a couple of bottles of ink that I am just looking for getting rid of. I don't care to sell them, so those are going to go on that table. They're really too heavy to ship in the bottles, so I just thought that I would lay them on the table and hopefully somebody will find some use out of them. So I have stuff going on the table. I am taking stickers and some ink samples, just filling some of these. They're so stinking cute. So if you're looking for stuff, find me. They're tiny, little bitty 2 mil vial holders that I have like 100 of these things, and I thought these would be so cute just to hand out little mini trial vials of ink for people to try. So I've been kind of going through my ink to see what I'm willing to share and get rid of, and that helps me pare down some of my inks too. So I still have several to fill. I did put some Deadly Nightshade in, some Private Reserve, and some Troublemaker inks that I had. So if you want a sample, come find me. Or stickers. My stickers are, I try to throw these in packages whenever I ship them, but this is a sticker design that I made last year, the year before, and it just says Nice Broad, and I made it actually in conjunction with a video that Atlas did, where Brendan was walking around with that big Lamy that they have in the store, and somebody said, walked by and said Nice Broad, and I thought that was hilarious, and I wanted to send him that sticker just for fun. And so I made the sticker and then sent it. I sent him a couple of them just for fun, and he has it on his little stand at his desk. He will put anybody that sends stickers to him on that desk. So it was just for fun, but I have a ton of them still, so I want to take them and hand them out at the show. And then I have some of my stickers somewhere that my friend Danielle made for me a few years ago, which has my YouTube channel and some cute fun stickers on it. I have to find those. I don't know what I did with them. I have a whole little pouch full of them. If you're looking for stickers or ink samples, come find me at the show. I will have some stuff with me. Yeah, so when I pack, I clean out all my pens that I intend to have work done on, because they like them to be cleaned, because he'll dip them in his own ink to test them. So I always clean and have everything ready for nib grinds. I usually will I will obviously have my plotter with me. I am also going to take my Rotterfaden, This is the A5 Slim or regular Travelers Company size that I'll be taking with me. I love this thing. It's so good. This one came from the Gentleman Stationer. He is the only one that makes this size, I believe. He has Rotterfaden, that's the name of the company, yes. He has them make this size for him specifically, and he has 2 colors. But I love this one. I bought it from him last year, and I close it differently. I used to close it this way. You can see it's still kind of indented. But the way that I stick it in my bag, I like it like this because it kind of keeps everything closed. When you put it in like this can like get caught and like bend out sometimes. So I just take it like that because it's in there. And then I just put it down over the corner here, and it holds everything kind of a little, I don't know. I just like closing it like this a little better. So I am taking this with me. I have just a little pocket in here for stuff if I need to put anything in it. Like I took it with me when I went to the Gentleman Stationer last time and had a grind done from Matthew Chen. But he gives you these cards that say the grind. And I just stuck it in here and I forgot to put it in my planner. So it's still sitting there. But I usually keep this in here just because I love these little clips. These are in here instead of strings. So I really like this, and I'll show you why. Which I guess you could do with strings too, but I don't know. It works. So I have that. I have a Stology that I had cut down. It's an A5 Stology that I just had cut down to standard size. And then I just rounded the corners on all the paper. So this is going to be kind of my memory dump pages. That's kind of what I planned on doing. But I haven't really started because it's been busy. So that is what this is going to be. I really like having this in here because it's just a little bit thicker. It is a half year. So I just had to cut down at Staples. They did a good job. I just told them the specs that I wanted, which was just to have it, the width of it be 4.33, I think is what the standard is. So I have that. And then this is my little Let's Go on a Trip Travelers Company notebook. This insert, I don't remember I think I may have gotten it up at Travelers Company. It may have, I don't think it came with one of mine. I don't remember. But yeah, it just says Let's Go on a Trip. And I keep my road trips kind of in here for the most part. Stamps, things that I do, things that I want to do. But yeah, see, if you have it in here, you can clip it like that, and you can put it down, or you could put it up higher, or you can just set it in the middle. But that way it's secure in here. It won't come out. But yeah, so last year when we went to Atlanta, I stamped, these are the grinds that I got, the scythe, the monoline, and I got the Maui EF tuned, and then Matthew Chen tuned my stuff. I got to write with, this is Bart from Zodiac Pen Co. His actual, like, his pen, and it writes so good. Oh yeah, I did. I never did ask him what that ink is. Wonder if he'd remember a year later. Probably not. It actually looks kind of like Diamine Amber, or what is it? Buttered Popcorn from Ferris Wheel Press. It has that look about it, so it may be one of those. But I got a sticker, and I put that there. Jonathan Brooks' daughter, I got a sticker from her. Some goodies. So I just kind of wrote and stamped everything. And this was really fun to have all the stickers that I got. and then maybe what I bought. So like this one I bought, the Mistress model. I love that pen. It's beautiful. And then my friend Diana gave me this sticker. And then we went to the Pelican Hub October 24th. So I just put that stuff in there when we went to the Gentleman's Stationer. I don't think I dated this, but I put Venice because they were there. I stamped their stuff, and I tried some pens, different pens. And I also decided to buy this pen there. I think this was when we were setting in the Panera. We were just kind of writing out what pens, inks, nibs. So we will be starting here. Did I? Yeah. So I'll clip all of this, and I will start there and put stamps and different things that I do at the Atlanta Pen Show in here, just kind of a little memory keeper of our trips. So that's fun. I really like that. So I'm going to carry that in my standard size Rotor-Faden. What is it? The Taschen Big Lighter. I also will be carrying, I love this thing. It's kind of hard to fit in the frame. So this is my, what is the name of this? Like a I think it's a bonsai bag. I think that's what it's called. And it has like a little pocket here in the front. I had this one custom made. It's all the colors I chose. So this pattern was on there. I chose it in pink. And then I did everything else in this teal. So the bag interior color I got to choose. And then I picked the teal color for the pulls. And I can't remember if there was other things you could customize on it. But then it has a back pocket that I store my charger cables, my battery. I need to check and make sure actually that my battery is charged while I'm thinking about it. My EpiPen that I have to have. Yeah, my little, I just have this Anchor brick charging thing, and it just like goes magnetic on the back of my phone and charges. So, oh, it looks like it needs to be charged, so I'm gonna plug that in and get it charged up so I don't have to worry about it. And then I'm probably gonna take my camera, what I'm currently recording on, because I want to film some footage. I don't know, maybe I'll just use my phone since I have my brick, because this camera, the batteries don't stay very long on it, and if it gets hot, it shuts off, and it is always hot at the pen show. So I may just take my camera, and then I have the DJI, I think that's what they are. It's charging right now, but they're my mics, but it comes in this case, and it has an extra one and all of the little attachments. So I may take that with me just for my mic and just use my camera instead of, but yeah, that's about it. Then just clothes and, snacks, because staying in a hotel is never cheap. So we just take Pop-Tarts and muffins and cheap stuff. We take our own drinks. There's usually a microwave and mini fridge. So we just put everything in there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will probably also be taking my dip nib, my Kakamori steel dip nib, just to test out any inks that I may buy or want to try that other people have. They do all kinds of stuff in the evening. There's like after dark, pen show after dark, where you can pass pens around and let people write with pens, and you can try out other pens. That's always fun. I definitely recommend doing that. You usually have to be a weekend pass holder to go to those. So, but I think that's Friday night or Saturday night, or maybe both. I know they have like a barbecue one night, and they have pizza party at the another night. And some of this stuff does require you be a weekend pass holder. So definitely recommend that if you're going more than one day. It is pricier, but you do get more things included. So I think the day pass is $10 a day. The weekend pass is $60 per person. And the pen show is 3 days long. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we are going to be up there Thursday through Sunday. So if you are going to be there, drop a comment down below. I'd love to meet up with you and just say hi, give you some stickers or ink samples, or just take a picture. You know, whatever you want to do. I think that would be so fun. So I think that's going to be it for this one. That's pretty much it for everything that I take with me. Just really what you want to use and what you want to do while you're there. I may take pens and inks that I would like to trade or sell in case somebody is up for a trade. I like doing that as well. That's always fun. So, all right. Well, I think that's going to be it for this one. I hope to see you at the pen show. If you're going to any other pen show in the future, let me know down below as well. That may be something that I look into. There are a couple I would like to go to, but I don't know if work will coincide and I can make it. But we'll definitely be going to more, probably in 2027. Take care.